Welcome everybody, as Tractor here for a beautiful Friday of StarCraft 2. We're going to get ourselves started with what I promised, a nice return for our boys Banyo and Sage. So let's get the introduction started. In the top left-hand corner, both these guys play for GYTM still. It is Sage playing as the red Protoss, his partner Banyo playing as the standard blue Zerg, both of them playing their natural race. And in the upper right-hand corner of the map here, we have for Team RAYMANKAPEEN playing as the teal Protoss. That looks like Protoss Zerg. And his partner also on his team, his actual team, it is Just. He also plays for Team Rue as well, playing as the purple Zerg. Should be a decent game here from what I understand. Banyo and Sage have been away for about a year, so we're going to give them a little bit of a break here as they might be a little bit rusty. That's all right, though. Anybody could be matched against anybody. For all we know, people they're playing haven't been played in 10 years. But we'll find out because both these guys do have scouts going across. Looks like good man Banyo is going to scout with his Overlord. And on the other side, Mr. Rayman, what is his name? RAYMANKAPEEN is going to scout with his teal probe. Both these guys sitting in a pretty nice one-ramp base. Yes, only one ramp into each of these bases here. So he does get right into the base. He's going to scout his way all the way around here. Early scouting in a team game. I guess maybe you can find out whether or not they're going to get rushed or not. It looks like he's going to bring all the pros out the line as RAYMANKAPEEN is going to start dropping down some turns. Pretty standard play for a team game. Usually one guy's always a dick and tries to do some sort of cheese-ass move. Oh, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Let's check this baby out. No vision for Sage or Banyo, so he's going to drop a couple pylons in the back of the base. So looking to do a bit of a cannon rush. On the other side, do have a quick expo coming out of Just, so nicely done there. Got Overlords in all positions, so you see what's going on. Banyo slowly getting around with his good old Overlord. Does scout it finally, and has dogs out. Good job by Banyo. He's going to stop anything from happening. Took down the probe right away. Beautifully done. That's a waste of 175 minerals, as I do believe he did get canceled on the other pylon there. So you do have a forge down, so could be looking down to get some early upgrades, or maybe some beautiful pylons for RAYMANKAPEEN. His partner, in the meantime, looks like he's just going to do a pretty standard quick expand for Zerg. Going to get speedlings out, so he might be rushing out a little bit of mass dog to start the game here. Stargate coming out for a good man of Sage. Banyo, in the meantime, he's got his spawning pool out. Of course, he is doing the larva inject. Has not expanded to the gold as of yet. I imagine that will come pretty quick for him here. No. He's like, that gold, I'm going for the blue. Apparently likes blue better than gold. That's quite all right. That's, I guess, a good choice. Why not? So both these teams are now going to sit back and macro up a bit here. He is blocking off that mineral line pretty good, is RAYMANKAPEEN. I just call it Rayman because I can never remember the end of his name. You know what Kapeen means. I don't know. It's got to mean something. There we go. Maybe he was leaving it for Sage. So must have been some communication going on there saying that Sage can take the gold and he would expand to his natural. There's an adept out. So Sage already starting out with the new unit. Not too sure if this is their first game with Legacy of what it could be. I was just told that they hadn't played in a long time, so there's a good chance it was at least within their first 3 games. So maybe going to experiment a bit with the new units. So good saturation for a good man Rayman. His partner in the meantime there, he's just going like crazy, spitting out drones. Going to give himself a baneling nest at the same time here. Good wall there. Just has a crap ton of speedlings. Holy shoot. Getting a cannon up. So it looks like they're going to turtle up a bit. I guess they figured, all right, cannon rush didn't work. Or they're going to go over with the mothership and the dogs is very plausible. I can see that happening. That's not bad. A bad attack, especially at the 4-minute mark. Especially with the amount they have. And if they did that, you know what? Yeah, they might get away with it. I'm not too sure if they're going to bother trying it. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're just going to sit back. There we go. Oracle time. Mr. Sage gets out of the range of the cannon. He's going to start mounting some probes. Wow, slow reaction for Rayman. Rayman even knows what's going on. No, don't run into them. Oh, he tries to run to the cannon. Does start getting a few shots off. Oh my goodness, a photon overcharge. Oh, how sad and pathetic. Yeah, he could have brought the mothership core over and finished off the Oracle. But either way, it's not a waste of energy. It's not like he needed that energy at this very moment. So look at the shit ton of dogs coming out here. Holy shoot. Upgrades coming out as well here. There's Banyo grabbing the upgrades. Gonna get some air weapons out of Rayman. And there's a Spore Core, a bunch of Banelings as we expected with that Baneling nest. Baneling's gonna start coming down for good old Just. What an uncreative name that is, but we'll take it. Just going to get out a few banelings. And there we go. The gold is starting to get saturated up really nice by our good man of Sage. Banyo, in the meantime, does a drone transfer. He's going to need that second base up and running. Check it out. What are we going to go with? It is Void Ray time. He has decided he's Chrono boosting him out beautifully, so I like to see that. So it is going to be some Void Rays. He's going to have the Speedlings and Banelings on the ground for his partner. I guess his partner could rust the ground. That's a pretty good combo, actually. Get the old Speedlings and the Banelings going with your Void Rays. That's a decent combo. And it looks like Banyo's going to start getting a little bit of vision with the Overlords. Like to see Overlords spread out quite a bit so you can see exactly what's coming. Anybody that's playing a Zerg, especially in a team game, it helps a lot. Evil Chamber, Roach Warren coming down. Sage, in the meantime, he's spitting out every unit he can. He's got some Stalkers. He's got some Depths. He also has some Sentries on the field. There he's got some vision over. Look at this. Banyo beautifully checking out this nice bottom area of the map here where there's plausibly 0% chance anybody's going to go. There's the ping. These guys do like to ping to communicate with each other. So he does. What does he do over there? I'm not entirely sure. Looks like he pinged over there to show that was his base. Maybe, I don't know. But Just is going to start getting himself an overseer. In the meantime, there's a dog scouting. Gets the Naga Tower. Like to see that. There we go. That's what we want to see. A little bit of vision control. Let's see what these guys sit at for units here. 14 dogs. A couple queens. Yeah, not a whole lot for good man of Banyo. Sage, in the meantime, does have himself a Phoenix out as well. Do like to see that. These guys got 3 Void Rays on the field. 39 dogs and 14 Banelings. So just a crap load of units for Just. There's another ping. Oh, yeah, he's got the old Phoenix scouting around here. Scout's checking some stuff out. He's seeing what's going on here. What does that mean? Defend? I'm not too sure what these new little symbols are that come down. I kind of like them now. So it looks like Phoenix can try to do a bit of harassment. Oh, yeah, he sees the Void Rays now. So now they know what's coming, so they kind of know what to prep for. I imagine we're going to see quite a few more Stalkers come out of here, some sort of anti-air rather than heavy on these Immortals here. He's got a couple Immortals. Like the unit composition by Banyo, or Sage, sorry. I always get confused who's who. Banyo's always the Zerg. Gotta remember that. Hydralist in, so there he goes. So you do see what he chooses to do. Sees the Void Rays and goes right to a Hydralist in. So beautifully done by Banyo there. I like to see that. Few dogs for Banyo at the bottom of the map here. In the meantime, we are going to start moving across here. Does have 1 Phoenix and 5 Void Rays looking to move over here. They're going to melt that Void Ray. That tells them they're coming. So like I say, there's the advantage, having that Overlord spread out like that. Now they can tell you exactly what's going to happen. They do know the army's going to come. As you can see, the reaction here as he moves all these Stalkers up there. Doesn't bother moving the sentries. Of course, the roaches aren't going to do him any good. Expo happening by Sage. Like to see that. Oh boy, this is scary. Holy shoot. That is a crap ton of dogs. They got the Banelings as well if they do need the breakthrough in there, which they really don't. So Banelings is just going to start melting the ground army if they do get a couple good shots off. They're pinging all over the place. They're like, oh shit, here they come. How are they going to react to this? That is a lot of dogs and Banelings. I hope they do not waste the Banelings on that hatchery, which they're not going to. So good control. Oh boy, Baneling hits. He's got a great ground army. Does he have enough Stalkers to support? Not too sure if it's going to be able to take this all out there. He should be focusing on the Stalkers. Instead, he's shooting all the roaches. Oh, there you go. Now he's hitting the Hydralist. Now he's trying to go at anything that moves. He's got to focus those Stalkers down, though. He's got a couple of them spread out here doing nothing now. He is probably going to end up winning this engagement. A couple of Immortals in there. Immortals aren't going to do anything. This is big trouble. Losing those Immortals is a big cost factor. He's got to get them out of there, hopefully, to save a little bit there. And there he goes, focusing down these Stalkers again. Finishes off one of the Immortals. Gonna knock down everything over here pretty much. I don't know if there's much they can do at this point. Wow, what an engagement for Mr. Justin Rayman. Holy shoot. There's the warp and a bunch more Stalkers. So good choice there. They might be all right. In the meantime, do look like we do have a counter. Banyo's counter of 7 or 8, 9, maybe 10 dogs. Don't know if it's going to do a lot. Do we have enough Stalkers to finish off the Voids at the other end? It looks like he just might have enough. Oh, yeah, easily. So very good job. They melt that army. And holy shit, Banyo did get his way in there. And as you can see, there's nothing back at base. That's a lot of trouble for Just and Rayman. Not too sure what they're going to do. They're trying to spit out some more Void Rays. Don't know if it's going to be enough. Looks like they're even out-based at the other side. What do we have? 3, 4 bases. They did get rid of that one. 4 bases on 3. Banyo's dogs might actually be the one just destroyed this base here, but they do recover a bit, so he's got some Void Rays back on the field. Sage, in the meantime, getting himself out his third base, so looking really good over there. He's got, what is he running, about 5 gateways, beautifully done. 6 gateways, sorry. He does have a couple robos and 1 Stargate. Good combination. Look at the Hydralisk power by Banyo. Could technically send them over, but now he does have a bit of an army, so if he gets some good shots off with the Banelings, might not be enough with the Hydralisk to come out there. There's our probe transfer. So both these teams getting a little bit of a chance to regroup. Not looking too shabby for Banyo and Sage. I'd like to say they're a little bit ahead at this point. There's all the roaches. There's all the Hydralisks. Look at all the Immortals. Holy shit. Wow, what an army. Look at this. Considering the other team there of Rayman only has 5 Void Rays, 10 of the Banelings, and 24 dogs, 26 dogs now. Holy shoot. This could be trouble. Looks like Sage is ready to go, or kind of ready to go. He moves himself partway out of the base here. In the meantime, the other team is still sticking with the Voids. Not a good move, especially since we have 6 billion Hydralisks on the field. And you know the Stalkers are coming out of Sage left, right, and center. We'll see how this goes. They're sticking with the same combination. Didn't work the first time. Maybe they're hoping for a second time's the charm. And here we go. They're going to move out together, it looks like, as he's waiting for Banyo to get over here with his army. And then they should push, and I don't think there's enough to cover this. I really don't. This could be a lot of trouble. Yeah, this is pretty much going to be game. We'll see, though. You never know. They might get a good hold depending on how they place those Baneling hits, but I can't see it. There's the pinging showing exactly where his base is. Unless, in case his partners forgot, I'm not too sure why he continues to point that out, that we do know where they spawn. Here we go, photon overcharges. They know they're coming. All they're going to do is wait for those to expire. They did use 2 at once, so he knows that's going to basically drain the energy of Rayman. So here we go. Oh, he's got enough for 1 more. I guess he get enough for 3. Yeah, you get enough for 4 altogether, I guess. They're going to back off a bit, wait for the photons to finish. Looks like he might get a good stand at the gate. The only good thing is they do have a choke point, and with that amount of Hydralisks and Stalkers, it's good to have that choke point. That'll definitely help you a bit. Won't help for your dogs get the surrounds. So, I don't know. Works both for and against you, I guess. Going to continue to send down the Voids here. So, getting a pretty good mass amount of Voids happening. 10 Voids on the field. Yeah, it might be a little bit more even than we think. It might not be that bad. It looks like 1-1 upgrades for Banyo. 1-1 for the ground armor, none for the shields. And 1-1-1 and 0-0. So, I guess a little bit on the up and up for Banyo and Sage as far as the upgrades go. But here we go. Could turn into a base race. As you do know, these Voids will turn on that super beam and they can start melting buildings pretty quick. Could be trouble. We'll find out in a second. He's going to go for it right here, and there's nothing back at base. So basically, it's going to be base race or nothing. Or he can't bring that army back. He's got to push at this point. He knows where all the Void Rays are. Send him back home. See how he does. He's going to melt all the pylons more than like I would imagine. Trying to melt the probes first. Here we go. He's going to try to unpower everything best he can. They're going to push at the other end as we expected. He's got a lot of Baneling power, but there's a lot of Roaches and Hydralisks and Immortals. Everything to suck that damage up. Here we go. Even with that photon overcharge, technically Sage should be able to push in. In the meantime, there's everything getting unpowered here. This is big trouble for Sage at the other end. They got to start pushing this army in hard. There's some lightning happening. Boom, boom, boom. Beautifully high temper. Oh, has some Colossi on the field. Not too shabby, and he is pushing in now. Now is where we turn into a base race. Who's going to have more? In all honesty, Banyo and Sage have way too many buildings on the map. And with these guys, unless they're able to squeak a couple units out of the base to start rebuilding, there's not a whole lot they can do, man. Holy shoot, Jess doesn't even have anything to build with. Doesn't have a lot of money, neither does his partner of Rayman. This should pretty much be the end. There's the Hydralisk. Hydralisk focus firing like machines. Beautifully done. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. The Void Rays are going to finish that off pretty easy. In the meantime, Sage is on the other end, just melting every building there is. Oh, man, he takes down that layer. That's going to hurt a lot. Pretty much going to put Just out of the game here. There goes the Queen. Going to continue to melt everything around him. There's a ping saying, here's the attack. If I was the partner, I'd be like, no shit. I can see the attack, all right? I know it's happening because it's hitting my fucking base. Or it's hitting the other guy's base. One of them's sending the pings over. There we go. This is going to melt these Stargates before they even get a unit out of them. I would have to imagine that Just is going to drop here. He's lost his base, so now they're down. 1 more base left. He's going to melt this Nexus and these few buildings pretty quick here. Pretty much going to know that these guys have nothing else on the map. This is pretty much going to do it. Have to imagine GG's coming or just in downright quit. Fairly even game. A lot of good back and forth. No give. You know, there was a time in this game I honestly thought that Justin Rayman had it. He's going to try and go back with the Void Rays and finish this off. Bad move, though, because he knows there's so many more buildings on the map for Sage and Banyo. Excuse me, but he's going to send them back anyways. There we go. Pretty much every building's got. His only chance is that these Void Rays can finish off this army and then go back and finish off the base. Probably not going to happen. He's going to send all these guys looking around, making sure there's nothing else around here. There's the Void Rays. He's found them. He knows he's got enough there to finish that off. He's going to continue to beat on them. They're going to try and take down the roaches for some odd reason. And then the Adept, shooting everything that cannot shoot them. And that's about it for his army. There we go, folks. Looking like a GG. He will be split. Rayman's left the game. Just is sticking around to watch his last building go down. Well done, Banyo and Sage. That's the comeback I like to see entering the Legacy of the Void replay. Send me some more, guys. Beautiful, beautiful 2v2. Leaving it in your hands. Crystals are in the air. Gems are in the ground. I don't give a fuck. I'm bringing drafts to BC. Peace.